Hello. Good morning, everyone. Brenda over here at Blasterworks, and of course, it's Sunday. It's Trash Talk Day, and I have had a lot of trash this week. I put some to the side because there's no way I'm going to use it all. I guess I could show it everything to you because maybe I can, because I have an extra page back here, so maybe I can just decorate with it. I'm not sure because I have some weeks where I don't hardly have any trash, so I'm wondering if I could just save some of that for those weeks. I don't know. Either way, you'll see it eventually. It's some food items and some a cleaning supply item. But anyway, let's get on with it because hopefully I'm going to the flea market today. I don't know because last week I ended up not going. My friend's battery, well, she thought it was her battery. Her car wouldn't start. Um, and then she brought it in this last week to get checked and they said everything was fine. So, and it was, of course, after that, it started all the time. Excuse me. So I don't know. I told her, well, we'll just see how you feel this morning because she was kind of like, I don't know if I'm kind of tired. And I said, well, just when you wake up in the morning, if you show up, you show up. If you don't, you don't. Either way, I'm good. I'm up this early anyway, so it doesn't really matter to me. This is the page I'm working on. This was last week's, and then this was my journal card last week in case you didn't see that video for Seek, Gather, Create. This was the card I made. Sorry about the glare. And I added in, over here, as you see, I added in Cassidy. Cassidy, the judging cat. I ended up adding him in afterwards. Yeah, so I'll make my journal card again. This is the last week for Seek, Gather, Create. So I'll have one more, is it? Wait a minute. Or did I already do the last one? No, yeah, we have one more week. Oh, yeah, that's right. Duh, that's what I'm doing this week. Jeez, Brenda, get it together. Okay, hold on. I don't know why, you guys, I did not sleep well last night. I had the AC on in the room, so temperature was good. But for some reason, I just kept having these like weird dreams, and I just kept waking up, and it was terrible. But anywho, so what was I saying? Okay, so yeah, we do have one more week left of August. Where's the time going though? Jeez. Did I do my thing? Yeah, I did do my. I just got to add the little shopping cart for Friday. I did take Thursday off this week. So what happened was by Wednesday, I had everything at work caught up, so that if I did work on Thursday, all I would be doing would be completing the jobs that were dropped off that day. The only problem with that is I have no idea when UPS and the other driver, the other delivery service, which I can't remember, some off brand, when they're going to deliver because they deliver random. Like sometimes it's in the morning, sometimes it's after I leave, sometimes it's late at night before the store closes. So to me, I don't want to go in on a day and just sit there and wait for them to drop off, and then they might not even drop off while I'm there. So I was like, you know what? I told Baker Boss, I said, you know what? I'll just take the day off. I'll take PTO. And since we were over on budget of hours, I said, you can use, instead of cutting someone off the retail floor to make sales, I'll just cut myself. And then those hours can stay and you guys can make sales and maybe we won't have to cut so many hours. You know what I mean? Like it kind of all works out. I didn't mind. She was like, are you sure? Because you don't have to. And I'm like, oh yeah, I'm positive. So I took the day off. It was nice. I didn't really do anything exciting. I did reorganize my kitchen over. I have this shelf in the kitchen by the window. We do have a window. We have a back door, a window, and then the patio door. So technically you would not be able to put anything over there except maybe like a little floor cabinet, like a little under the window cabinet. But I have this leaning shelf that leans up against the window. I put a board across, I rigged it up to where it worked. And then I have my microwave there and then some other stuff on the shelves. Well, the stuff I had on the shelves were all kind of like mid-century modern decoration appliances, right? So that they were from the 50s, 60s, like an ice, cruncher, whatever, ice chipper, a can opener, a juicer, and then this like heating thing that looked like a UFO shape, but it was a heating. You put food in there and just keep it hot. I had that kind of stuff on the shelf as decor, even though at one time it served a purpose. But I'm like, you know what? I don't need all that stuff up there. So I cleaned everything off. I'm gonna probably donate that stuff to a thrift store, and I reorganized it. So now I have room for hubby to put stuff up there that maybe he likes, like the electrolytes, that I use for his water every day. I have like that in a mug up there, things like that, stuff that we're going to use. So anyway, it felt good. It felt good to reorganize that little area for some reason. But while I was doing it, because I have like my little coffee station over there, and I realized this mug was not there, and it wasn't at the sink to be washed. And I'm like, where's my mug? Because I remember using it last Sunday, and I looked high and low for that thing. I could not find it anywhere. And I'm like, I wonder if hubby accidentally broke it, while I was at work when he was doing the dishes or something. I looked in the trash. I looked everywhere. I could not find it. So when I saw him, because I had to go, when he got up and I asked him if he knew where it was, he's like, no, I haven't seen it. And I believe him. I was like, well, I must have set it down somewhere that Sunday, you know what I mean? Or whenever. Yeah, Sunday, because that's the only time I use this one is on Sundays when I do trash talk. And I looked high and low in the living room, in the dining room, in our bedroom. I'm like, I don't remember going in our bedroom with it, in the bathroom, and then we have another room that's like hubby's, used to be his recording studio, but obviously he doesn't do anything in there anymore. And his sewing has sewing machine set up and all that. And that room is actually my closet. So that closet in that room has all my clothes, and then the closet in our bedroom has all of his clothes in it. So I'm like, well, maybe it's in there. I'm looking all over, and I still can't find it. But it was in there. It was next to his sewing machine. It was leaning up against his sewing machine, like some weird. I mean, I don't know why I brought it in there with me in the first place, and why did I set it there? I have no idea. I don't even remember doing it, but that's where it was. Mystery solved, but let me tell you, it took a while before I could solve that mystery, and I was kind of in a panic because I really like this mug. It's comfortable. It's I sip over here on this corners around it. I like it. I mean, I like that it's a little trash can. I mean, yeah, I could probably just order another one, but sometimes you'll like my mug. My other one that I use on the daily is my German mug, and I can't get that anymore. You know why? Because that thing is like 13, 15 years old, somewhere around there. I bought it at this German village that I used to go to, Alpine Village. I used to go to their meat market and get my meat supplies there, stuff like that. And that place is not there anymore. So what would I do if I broke that one? And I've been using that one every day since I bought it. I've tried other mugs and I didn't like them. They're not comfortable. So I just use that one every day, except for Sundays now that I've integrated in my trash bin. Anyway, don't mean to ramble on about coffee mugs, but you guys get it. I'm sure you all have your favorite coffee mug or glass that you like to drink out of. Anywho, let's go over the trash. All right, so soft baked cookies. Now we've had these for a while. It took us a while to finish them because we were just eating like one at a time and randomly, and we would have it with our ice cream. So I probably need to get more because I think hubby liked having that with his ice cream. So I might have to get more of those. Remember those little bins I bought for the flour because I had the little bugs, which Nadine reminded me because I did read this and I meant to do it, but I totally forgot, was to put a bay leaf in there. So if you guys are concerned about bugs, if you have to put a bay leaf in your flour. So I did that also. Thanks, Nadine, for the reminder. But I also put sugar in the other one. So I emptied out I threw away the other sugar I had because it was old. And even though the sugar was fine, I was like, well, I'm really not going to use it because it's the old white processed regular sugar. And I had this bag of natural cane sugar. And I thought, well, you know what? I'm just going to use this one. I have it. So I just put this in that little, the second one. So now it's empty. And now, here we go. There's that. And that was part of my cleaning the little microwave area. That was part of cleaning that up because I had this inside another bin. So now it's in the open where I can see it. And then we do have some coffee mugs that we saved, just a few, not a whole wall full of them. Like I know some of my friends have walls of coffee mugs. I just have a few that are from breakfast places, and this is one of our favorite breakfast places. We have not been in a couple years probably since hubby started getting dizzy and everything like that. We have not gone, which we probably should. I think we probably should. He just has a hard time eating now. And I don't want, but maybe we can take it to go and then go drive down to the beach and eat. But omelet and waffle shop. So I finally took the mug out of the box because it was in the box this whole time. But I'm like, well, I'm not going to resell it, so I don't really need the box, So I took the box and I was going to throw it away, but I took off this off of the box, and I took the cardboard off of it so it'd be nice and thin. And then I got another ice cream social flyer on my porch. So I just cut off the ice cream, and this will probably just go in my trash bin over there. Or maybe I'll, if I ever send out another random trash envelope to anybody. Maybe that'll go in there also. I did get Happy Mail from Lisa, but I'll do that in a minute. Hubby does take sea moss. He wants to try taking sea moss daily, only like a tablespoon. But this thing, it comes like the actual root, like it's dried root, and you have to soak it for like 12 hours. And then, of course, you rinse and clean it off. And then you, what did I do? I forgot now how I had to do this. Oh, you put it in a blender. You put it in a blender with 3 cups of water and you blend it. But while you're soaking it, you put in like they put lime slices in there, right? They say to put in a slice of lime and add it to the water while soaking. But I don't have limes, but I have lemons, so I did it with lemons. I put lemon slices in there. You don't blend up the lemon slices though; you just blend up the root in the water, and then it turns. And then I put it in a ball jar. I always say bell. A ball jar, a mason jar, let's just say, and it's kind of like a gel, and then you can add it to smoothies, your oatmeal, whatever. But he just takes it a tablespoon, and just take a tablespoon a day. You don't want to overdo it, but in case you're interested, you can read up on CMOS. And then I finished off my ice cream sandwiches. These were really good. I got these at Trader Joe's one day. I went in there. I forgot what I was looking for because I went to the post office, and then just real quick, I went in there to get a few items that we needed at home. I think avocados, and I was looking at their snacks, and I was looking also for strawberry ice cream. I think at that time, and they didn't have any, but I saw this, and I got this for myself. And these are really good, and they're just little squares. They're probably about that big. But I finished it off finally, and so I have that. And then this is from work. Well, no, this is from work. Sorry. I went in the other day and there was these little cookies. I'll put a picture of the cookie that I got, and it's Winnie the Pooh. And these are just sweetbread cookies, so they're not really sweet. They're not like sugar cookies and stuff. They're soft. But this is the cookie, and it's from Abby's Sugar Bliss, and she's local to us because this is my coffee buddy Alfonso. This is his sister. And then you can find her on Abby's_Sugar Bliss on Instagram if you're interested. But she does like cheesecakes and everything. She's just starting out. So if you want to just follow her or whatever, just show her some love, that's cool too. So yeah, so that's pretty neat, huh? She's a little young entrepreneur. And then this is from work. Okay, so we had a customer that brought us these cupcakes, and of course I put a note on there, save the box for Brenda. So this was in the lab when I came. I was off for the weekend, so when I came back on Monday, this was in the lab for me, and I'd rather have just this than the cupcake. You know what I'm saying? But I did take a cupcake because they told me to take one. It was okay. I'll be honest, it wasn't. No offense, Susie, but it wasn't like, oh my God, I got to go back and get more of those cupcakes. But it was good. I got lemon. It was good though. Okay, so that's my trash. Oh, and I'm not going to use this. This I think is going to be a cover for you guys in the future. This will be a trash journal cover. I'll definitely have to fold it differently, as you see, because this, I'll probably just go ahead and cut that part off. As long as I have her in there and some of the polka dots and the Susie cakes will be good. So it'll probably be like that, and then I'll just refold it. So yeah, so this is going to go over to the side over here. So that might be around November. September, I'm going to use the Dizzy Bird. Remember, I still have that, which I was going to use for August, but I ended up using Van Gogh, Vincent. Let's just call him Vincent. So Dizzy Birds might be September, and October, I'm not sure yet because I'm not a holiday person, but because it is October and it's Halloween, if I come across something that looks more like Halloween, then I'll probably use that for my cover for October. Just saying, for trash. Okay, enough hooting and hollering. Let me get ready and make my page. The coffee cup was like the most excitement for the week. Nothing major. Oh, I did have an eye exam. Okay, so this is going to be my planner, I think. Like Sunday through Saturday. Yeah, that's probably going to be my planner. My journal card, as you know, is going to be Seek, Gather, Create. So this will be decorations and whatever. Easy peasy, right? Kind of boring, though. Ugh. Oh, forgot to go over my Happy Meal from Lisa. Sorry, guys. What she sent? Oh yeah, she sent Texas postcard. And Vera, she also sent one for you. So the next time I send you a little Happy Meal package, I'll put yours in there. She sent one for Vera, and then just some little scraps, some bits and bobs. Actually, you know what? Yeah, some fun stuff. So that will go in here, and then maybe I'll use, oh, he's kind of cool looking. Maybe I'll use some of this fun stuff for this week because I'm going to be honest. Oh, he's cool. He's really cool. I'm going to be honest. This is boring trash. Nothing exciting here. Oops. This is Vera's. Is this Vera's postcard or mine? No, that's mine. This is Vera's. Okay, so I got to put this in Vera's drawer. It's going in your drawer, Vera, so I don't lose it. Actually, I'll put it in with the envelope too. And then whatever I don't use, this I think I'm going to use in the future. Wow, that's pretty cool looking, huh? So he'll go in here with the other lion that's actually building stuff. And then I'm just going to keep these. Postcard will go in the pocket along with that. Maybe I'll put some decoration on the back of that, some of this stuff. And then this stuff will go, I'll keep out, and I might use it for decoration just to bring some excitement to my page. Oh, my desk is a mess because it's quite boring. Okay, so you guys see him? Oh, and then, sorry, and then I'll shut up. Kristen is always like looking at the background, and she says she sees a monster over here, and I see it, Kristen, I see it. His eyes, and then his fangs, right? Because he's got like a fang there, and he's some broken teeth over here. But yeah, little hair pieces sticking out. So I might outline him and make him a monster. Look, his ears on both sides. How funny! I need to add more stuff down so you guys can see more stuff. But yeah, I'll outline him, Kristen, for you, and then he will become. And even this over here kind of looks like a little weird happy face. Like there's a smile, and then that could be two eyes right there, and then the circle. Gosh, now I'm starting to see stuff. This looks like a little squirrel or something, right? Like side view. See his little foot. Could be like a tail coming out. Yeah. All right. Anyways, now I'll get to work. I'm not sure if I'll videotape it or just do it and then just come back afterwards. Where am I at? Yeah, because I'm pretty far. I mean, I've already dragged you guys along for the ride, like for a long time. So I'm not sure what I'll do. Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you guys. Yeah, I had my eye exam. I'll just start cutting stuff out here. I'm not cutting any of that or that. That's already cut. Yeah, so I'm being checked every 6 months right now for glaucoma. I have what they call narrow angles, which I guess is could cause glaucoma. I guess because glaucoma has to do with pressure behind your eyes, and I guess with narrow angles, that could be a problem. So, but the doctor told me it looks good right now. My pressures, everything look okay. And then if it stays like this, because right now I'm going every 6 months, I'm doing a test in October, another test in October, and then I do another follow-up in February. I want to cut. Do I want to keep this whole thing? I don't even know. Kind of wanted to keep the whole thing, but there's no way to cut it. They really did a number on this one. But if everything stays the way it is as of Thursday when I went for my appointment, she said, then I only have to go back every other year. So that would be cool. I won't mind going every other year. One less doctor appointment a year to go to. But I'll find that out, I guess, maybe. Oh, that was dumb, Brenda. Oh, well. It is what it is. Kind of smells like sea moss. Okay. I don't really need that window, but it is kind of neat. Maybe I could put some of these kids in there. But I could just put them on the outside too. Doesn't matter. So that was the only appointment we had. Besides Saturday, we had to go to get hubby's lab lab work done, his blood drawn for upcoming doctor's appointments for 2 of them. So we had them both done on the same day. And the lady that was doing the blood drawing or whatever, extracting, her name was Brenda. Isn't that neat? She looked to be my age. She had some gray hairs, maybe a little younger than me. But we were talking about how that's not a name that people give their kids anymore. So, and then I had my Mighty Mouse t-shirt on. And then when we were leaving, she started singing the Mighty Mouse theme song. So I knew she was my age. That's funny. All right, so let's, should I cut around them? What do you guys think? Or at least this way and then around the heads? It doesn't matter. I kind of want to, if I put her, yeah, I think I'll put them on top somehow. This just might just be decoration. Don't worry, you guys. I'm going to speed it up. And, oh, he's kind of neat looking too. Yoda. I'm not into Star Wars, so I'm not sure if I'll use him. And these seem to be probably musicians that I don't know who they are, though. All right, I might go. Maybe I'll put that in coconuts. Maybe she knows who they are. No, because it says jazz and stuff, and that seems older. Maybe she won't know who they are. She's more into that new hip hop stuff. That new music don't sound like my music, like back in my day when we had good music. Gremlins. Okay, gremlins are cool. All right. I don't know. Anyway, I'll think about this, and let's see. So the eye exam was it, the blood work. Yeah, I think that was our week. We are heading into a week where my temperatures here are going to be in the 90s, people. And I was complaining about it being in the 80s with the humidity. Now it's going to be in the 90s. So, oh, and I have to do 2 dogs. I think I told you guys. So I'm just waiting. I'm hoping she sends more pictures of the front view of them because I have a couple good profile pics of them, but I would think that you would want to see their face. I don't know. I mean, I could be wrong. I don't want to do. I mean, I will do the profile. I'll ask her first, of course, if that's okay. But there's really no front view, and I don't want to just make it up. You know what I mean? I don't want to say, oh well, that's a pit bull dog, so let me just reference some other pit bulls, and then I'll just make the same coloring. You know, no, I want to have their legit faces facing me, so that whatever in their eyes, they may have a speck in their eyes, they may have spots on the front of their face, something, some kind of markings that will show you it's them. So I'd rather do that. So I do need, because that she would like to have it done by the end of September when her husband's birthday is. But she did give me another date in November. It's their anniversary. But I told her I would try to do it by September. It just depends on the heat and everything like that. And if she can get me some pictures. So I'm going to remind her today, but I've already got my supplies out. I just need to put some more gesso on the canvas, and then we'll go from there. But yeah, but that's it. That's all that's happening. Nothing much in the garden. I have potatoes that I probably will try to dig up today when I get back from the flea market, because the tops are all dead now, and so that is a sign that it's done growing. So I'm gonna see. I'm not expecting a big harvest because those were kind of like just testing, you know, like I'm just learning. So we'll see what happens. Because the tops didn't get real bushy, you know what I mean? Like they were green and they were healthy for a while and they looked good, but they weren't as bushy as some potatoes get. My yams are looking good. That vine is still growing. It's extending past the box. It's all over the place. So I'm thinking that's still growing. I don't know how I'm supposed to tell when that's over. Is it like 6 months or something like that? I don't know. I'll have to look that up. Like I said, this is all a learning process. But if I get potatoes, I'll definitely take you guys along with me. I'll put on my metas and see. And then even if it's a womp, I'll still share that with you guys. Okay, so now I'm going to shut up. I'm just going to do my page. This part may be added in. It may not. I might just show you guys the end result, and we'll go from there. And then maybe if you guys can have some suggestions for the last page. I still want to put this guy somewhere. I hate to put him at the end, though. He's so happy. Such a happy little happy face. And yeah, and I don't want to... I want to be able to flip it and see that. So I might, just glue just down here, and so I can still see who it's from. Like that. I don't know. Anywho. All right. I still don't know what I'm going to do in the middle. All right, you come here. Let's get you turned. All right, and I'm going to work on this page, you guys. I'll be back. Hello, I'm back from the flea market, and I'll just go over what I did before I left. My friend showed up actually kind of early. Surprisingly, she was sitting out there. I didn't even know until I saw lights. I was still working on this, but let me show you what I did. Now, this I won't glue down yet until I sew everything in place. Then I'll go ahead and glue that down. But for now, it's just going to be like that. So what I did was I used this kind of like for the window, and I have the postcard in there. Oops, and it comes out. But I got the armadillo right there in the middle. And then I use this for my planner, and my journal card will slide in here also. Um, and then what I did was I used, this was on the side of the box, and it had the tabs, like I cut. So it had pieces on each side. What I did, I just folded them in and glued them down so that I had more room. You know what I mean? So I'll show you what it looks like. I know you guys know what I'm talking about, but like that, see? Instead of just gluing here on the side and here on the side. So it gives it a little bit more play. And then I just put the sugar wrapper in the back for decoration. This is one of Lisa's Happy Meal images. I just put her on there. And then, of course, this will slide in here. And then my Seek, Gather, Create journal card will also slide in here. And this bottom of the page was already flipped up. So I'm using it kind of like a tuck also, or a part of the pocket. So it'll go in there like that. And then that way I don't have to worry about sliding all the way down. And then on this side, I used, let's take that out. I used the cookies for decoration and also as a little tuck spot. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to print out that Winnie the Pooh cookie, and I'll probably put it on the back of this. And then I just stuck that in there, put Lisa's little note there. I used the raw sea moss packaging as decoration. And originally I had them looking in this little window part from plane going by. And I was going to put the fish in the window, but you see how small that window is? You wouldn't have been able to see the fish at all. So that's why he's on the front instead of behind the packaging. So that's all I could do. But that's it. I like the way this one turned out, actually. So now I'm going to figure out Seek, Gather, Create. So here are the prompts for this week going forward, the last week of Seek, Gather, Create, week 4. Here's the prompts. And I will spend a few hours today probably contemplating that and also starting a canvas for the 2 puppies that I got to paint still. We left the flea market just in time because it was getting really, really hot. The sun was out. It was blaring down on us. I couldn't wait to get home. And I still got to turn the air conditioner on in the room, but inside the house is not so bad. Sorry, I had to get my iced tea. And then at the flea market, I didn't find anything, but I did picked up one of these free books, South Bay issue, just because I liked the cover. So I'll go through it and just, cut out stuff that might interest me. But definitely that cover is a keeper. All right, that's it, you guys. I will see you on the next video, which will probably be Seek, Gather, Create, or no, actually probably Scrappy 8. I did finish my Scrappy 8 prompt, which was Scrappy 8 for the month of August, and I did upload it, so I just got to get it onto YouTube and all that, and probably look for that to come out either tomorrow or Tuesday at the latest, okay? All right, I'll see you guys on the next video. Love y'all. Tschüss.